During this lesson you will be required to fill out a worksheet. I recommend you read through the worksheet before viewing the lesson. In order to give you time to do this, you can use the pause button at the bottom of the screen. Learning outcomes. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to list the 4 types of bonding arrangements used for building fireplaces. Show using a plan of course 1 and 2 the bonding arrangement for a single fireplace, a back-to-back fireplace, an interlacing fireplace. You should be able to state the building regulations concerning insulation in cavity walls that surround fireplaces. Bonding arrangements. There are 4 types of bonding arrangements, and any of these can be used depending on the client's requirements. The 4 types are the single fireplace, the back-to-back fireplace, the interlacing fireplace, and the angled fireplace. Questions. List the 4 types of bonding arrangements used for building fireplaces. The single fireplace. There are 2 piers here that must be tied into the jack wall. The best way of tying in a party wall is to turn a block on edge as seen in course 2. This will accommodate the tying in of the piers on either side of the fire rope. A back-to-back fireplace. Back-to-back fireplaces can project into the room too much, taking up valuable floor space, and this can be a disadvantage in a small room. However, in larger rooms, the objective is to have a large fireplace as a focal point. We can see the method of tying in the piers to the jack wall are the exact same method that we used for tying in the piers for the single fireplace. We can see the breast projects into the room by 450 millimeters. Interlacing fireplace. Interlacing fireplaces have a significant advantage over back-to-back fireplaces. This is simply because the fireplace does not project into the room as much as the back-to-back arrangement. The interlacing fireplace can project as little as 225 millimeters into the room, whereas the back-to-back can project as much as 450 millimeters. A slight disadvantage of this type of fireplace is that the opening within the breast is not centered. The last type here is the angled fireplace. The angled fireplace has numerous bonding arrangements and is a good test of a bricklayer's bonding. Its main advantage is the fact that the fireplace is less obtrusive by being placed in the corner of the room, and this can help with the floor space. Questions. Show using a plan of course 1 and 2 the bonding arrangement for a single fireplace, a back-to-back fireplace, and an interlacing fireplace. Fire-up arrangements in cavity walls. All the arrangements mentioned so far deal with fire ropes attached to internal 215mm party walls. Fireplaces are grouped together where possible for greater efficiency. However, some fire ropes are required to be built in cavity walls, and the building regulations relating to cavity wall insulation must be adhered to. The building regulations state that any material used within the cavity surrounding a fireplace must be non-combustible. Most modern insulation has a sufficient fire rating in order to suit this. Alternatively, the thickness of the back of the recess must be at least 200mm. Questions. State the building regulations concerning insulation in cavity walls that surround fireplaces. In conclusion, the four types of bonding arrangements used for bonding fireplaces are the single fireplace, back-to-back fireplace, interlacing fireplace, and the angled fireplace. Insulation used within the cavity surrounding a fireplace must be non-combustible. Alternatively, the back of the recess must be at least 200mm thick.